Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. We've got a 15-minute dumbbell strength and conditioning workout. So it will be 40 seconds of work with 20 seconds of rest on each exercise and no repeated exercises, so just 15 exercises straight through. Now I'll be using two 10-kilogram dumbbells, but just make sure to use whatever weight that you feel comfortable with today. Make sure you're warmed up. I'll link a quick 5-minute warm-up routine in the top right-hand corner. Once you're warmed up, grab your dumbbells, let's go. So our first exercise is going to be a rack hold back lunge. So we've got both the dumbbells, we're gonna have them in the rack position here, which is just above the shoulders. And then we alternate sending a single leg back into a back lunge. We lower until both knees are at a 90-degree angle and then come back up. So let's get ready to go. 40 seconds of work, rack hold back lunges. Keeping a nice neutral spine, engaging the core. If you can't get as low as to have both knees at a 90-degree angle, that's fine. Just go as low as feels comfortable for you today. We're gonna look to improve that mobility in the future. You might be struggling a bit with your balance. That's totally normal. You can try and set the leg a bit more out to the side as you send it back. It should give you a bit of a stronger base, stronger foundation. Keep going. Okay, take a rest. Next up, Romanian deadlifts. So holding both the dumbbells in front of the thighs. Keep the legs straight, just a slight bend in the knees. And all we're gonna do is hinge at the hips. So send the hips backwards. We're gonna track the dumbbells right down the front of the legs. So keep them nice and close to the legs. Once we feel a nice stretch, we pause and then slowly come back up by sending the hips forward. So we hinge at the hips, send the hips back, dumbbells stay in front of the legs, and then we're gonna we're gonna extend the hips forward to come back up. No need to overextend your hips at the top. No need to clench your glutes like some things you see online. Your glutes aren't doing much at the top of the exercise and tensing ain't gonna do much either. Okay, now take a rest. Next up, overhead press. So we've got both the dumbbells in the rack position here, elbows bent. Now what we're gonna do is, rather than keeping the elbows really flat out to the side like this, we're gonna bring them in more to a 30 to 45-degree angle. From there, we fully extend above the head. Let's go. So nice, slow, controlled movement. Focusing on that movement. Locking in, keeping your core engaged, keeping a nice neutral spine. Slight bend in the knees. Feet about hip width apart. Keeping a nice strong foundation for this overhead press. Keep going. 5 more seconds. 1 more rep. Great job. Okay, now we've got bent over rows, so feet a bit closer together. We hinge at the hips, slight bend in the knees. Really important that we focus on keeping a nice neutral spine, so we're not rounding over. We're keeping a proud chest, neutral spine, and then we row those dumbbells up to the body. Let's go. So nice strong bent over rows, nice slow movement. Some of these exercises are going to be a bit quicker. They're going to be working the legs. They're going to be compound movements. That's going to get the heart rate up. It's going to focus a bit more on our cardio and our muscular endurance. Some exercises like this are going to be more strength-based. So by mixing it all into one workout, we're working on our strength and our muscle endurance and cardio at the same time, which is what makes this a strength and conditioning workout. Great job. Next up, we've got full range of motion push-ups. That means that we're gonna have the dumbbells on the floor, parallel like this. Now give yourself enough space because we're gonna be having the hands on the handles of the dumbbells and we're gonna do some push-ups. We're gonna get really low. So what makes this full range of motion is by having that bit of height from the dumbbells, it allows us to get a bit deeper into the push-ups. Allows us to stretch those pecs a bit more. Now, if these do get too challenging, then you can put your knees on the floor. But try and stick with me if you can. Try and push a little bit harder every time you come back to the workout. Keep going, 10 more seconds. And take a rest, okay? Next up, ZOTTMAN curls. So what we do, just like normal bicep curls, however, we've got a supinated grip on the way up, which just means your palms are facing up. We come up, we stop when the elbow's at a 90-degree angle, and then we turn the palms so they're facing down before we lower. So supinated on the way up, pause when we're halfway up, then we turn to pronation and lower down. So nice, slow, controlled movement here. Twenty more seconds, keep going. Nice, slow, controlled movement here. 5 more seconds. And take a rest. Okay, next up, we've got some forward lunges. So we're going to be holding the dumbbells either side of the body. We're going to alternate, sending a single leg forward, down into a nice low lunge, where both knees are at a 90-degree angle. We then come back up to the start position and send the opposite leg forward. So we're alternating which leg that we send forward. Focus on your balance, focus on keeping your core engaged. We want to get into a nice rhythm, but we still want to be keeping a nice controlled movement here. Try and not let the arms swing too much. A little bit is fine, what feels natural is fine, but we don't want to see all of this type of thing happening, just because we could accidentally do some damage to some sort of stabilizing muscle in the core. Great job, take a rest. Next up, rack hold squats, so dumbbells are in the rack position like we did earlier with our back lunges. So in front of the shoulders, from here, we send the hips back, nice low squat, then we drive up through the heels to come back up. So let's get those dumbbells in that rack position, and now into that nice low squat. Let's go. Take a rest, great job. Okay, grab a sip of water if you need. Make sure you guys are staying hydrated. So next up, we've got Arnold press. So we're gonna start with the palms facing the body. We're gonna do an overhead press. As you lift, twist so that the palms are then facing forward at the top of each rep. Nice, slow, controlled movement. Focusing on twisting those wrists at the same time as we're moving dumbbells up and down. 20 more seconds. Stick with me. Keep going. 10 more seconds. Okay, one more. And take a rest. Great job. Next up, renegade rows. So, dumbbells on the floor parallel, like we did with those full range of motion push-ups. Bring them to a little bit closer to the middle of your mat. We're going to get in a plank position with our hands on the dumbbells. From here, we're going to row a single dumbbell up. Make sure that you keep the body Nice and straight, keep the back nice and straight. Keep the core engaged. Keep a nice strong foundation on those 3 points of contact as we do that strong row. Keep going. Ten more seconds, keep going. And take a rest. Okay, next up we've got some side lunges. Two options here. You can either hold one dumbbell like this in the goblet position, or we grab both the dumbbells. We're gonna send the right leg first out to the side into a nice low side lunge. Keeping the dumbbells either side of the leg. So we go down and then back up. So one leg stays straight, one leg bends. Nice controlled movement. Keep the neutral spine. Twenty more seconds. Keep going. 10 more seconds. Let's do one more. Take a rest. These are tough. So same on the left side coming up next. So this time, right foot staying planted. Sending the left leg out to the side into that nice side lunge. Keep going. Ten more seconds. And take a rest. Okay, next up we're going to do some squat to hammer curls. So feet are parallel. So just about hip width apart, maybe a little bit closer. We go squat as we come up. We then do a hammer curl with both the dumbbells. So let's go. Squat down and then a hammer curl. Make sure we're doing that hammer curl a bit slower with control, especially on the eccentric phase, the lowering phase. Keep going. 10 more seconds. Great job. Okay, just a couple more exercises to go. We've got overhead press next, but I'm gonna make these a little bit more difficult. We're gonna do these from a split squat position. So, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. So we've got that pyramid shape on the floor. From that position, lower a little bit, and then we've got overhead presses. So let's go. Now the more you lower down, the harder it's gonna be. Halfway through, we're gonna switch the legs, but keep that overhead press going. Okay, let's swap round. So right foot back now, keeping that pyramid position. Keep that overhead press going. Stick with me. And rest. Great work. Last exercise, guys. Stick with me. We're going to finish strong with some push-ups. Option to do regular push-ups on the floor, or if you want to push a little bit harder, we'll do, just like earlier, full range of motion push-ups using the dumbbells. Right, let's finish strong together. Keep those elbows tight into the body. Let's get a full range of motion.
grazing the nose on the ground and fully extending at the top. Keep going, guys, stick with me. 20 seconds to go, come on, you got this. You can do this, guys. Stay strong. Lock in, focus. 10 more seconds. Let's do 2 more reps, come on. And that is it for this workout. Well done, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed that, then please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification button. Let me know where in the world that you completed this workout from today. I'll link a 5-minute cool down and stretch routine in the top right-hand corner. Thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll see you on the next workout. Hey guys, I just want to take this opportunity to tell you about where I filmed my workout today. With MyFitPod, you get the whole gym to yourself. You can train solo, with a friend, or with your PT clients. It's got top of the range equipment like Peloton and Primal Strength in an aesthetic space. And the best part is that they're moving into more locations this year.